Hi, my name is Nikki Fraser. I'm a certified aromatherapist health practitioner with Blissfully Botanics, and today I want to kick off my 10-part series with talking about peppermint essential oil. But before we get into that, just a quick disclaimer with all the information that I have to provide is that it has not been evaluated by the FDA or Health Canada. It is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease. The information is not intended as a substitute for the advice or medical care of a qualified healthcare professional, and you should seek the advice of your healthcare professional before undertaking any dietary or lifestyle changes. The material provided herein is for educational purpose only. So, back to the fun stuff. So like I said, today I'm going to kick off my 10-part series and talk about peppermint essential oil. This is a fantastic oil for so many different things. It is analgesic, so it's really helpful with any kind of pain discomfort. It's antispasmodic, it's antiviral, it's antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory. So many great ways of using the essential oil. And so a couple ways of using the essential oil is aromatically and topically. So I'll kind of show you a few different ways on how to do that. So if you're going to use it aromatically, you can just smell it out of the bottle. Not always the best way of doing it because they are very volatile, so you don't want to keep the lid off all the time. So you could either make a personal inhaler and use that. You could put a drop in and then just kind of rub your hands together and cup it over your nose and just take a big deep breath in. And for this, you really want to make sure you close your eyes because it is very strong and can get in your eyes. And just doing that a few times, it'll really help, one, open your airways. That just like clears everything up. And it kind of gives you that burst of energy. So that's somewhere, that 2 o'clock slump, instead of reaching for your third, fourth, fifth cup of coffee, inhaling peppermint essential oil is a great way to give you that mental fatigue, that boost that you really need just to get it through the rest of the day. Other amazing ways of using it is any kind of discomfort. So if you have any kind of head discomfort, I like to apply it. And so this is where applying it topically. Add a drop into your hand, and I don't have any fractionated coconut oil here with me, but add some fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil or sweet almond oil or avocado oil, any of those oils, and just applying it around your hairline, on your temples, keeping it away from the eyes because it is very strong, and all just down the back of your hairline right here, and it'll just kind of help melt any of that tension away. If you've done any kind of workouts lately and your muscles are just very fatigued, massaging that into those muscles will really help waken those muscles up and make them feel a lot better. It's a really good tonic for your digestive system. So if you just ate something that didn't agree with you, if it's the holidays and you just had this massive meal or you just engorged too much, any of those situations, it's really good to apply that and just rub it along your belly, and you'll just kind of feel that grossness just kind of disappear. If your digestive system is moving too fast or too slow, it helps just regulate your system so that you have, a good healthy digestive system, which is what we all want. Other really good ways of using it is if you have any kind of nausea, if you have morning sickness, or just, feeling under the weather, it's a really good way to help alleviate any of that nausea feeling. If you are dizzy, also, it kind of helps just restabilize you. It can help bring any other essential oils that you're using kind of deeper into you as well. It just kind of helps enhance the other benefits of other essential oils also. It's really good for mouthwash, adding a drop into your water, swishing it around, and spitting it out. Make sure you spit it out though. You don't want to swallow it, but just swishing that around, and it'll help. That antibacterial, antiviral, anything that's going on will help really well with that. If you have any kind of itchiness, skin irritations, any kind of random skin thing happening, A lot of times if we're anxious or anything like that, sometimes we kind of get those red blotches and it's really itchy. Again, applying, and every time I say applying, I always mean diluted. So always, always, always dilute. Applying that oil to any of that skin irritation spots can really help relieve the itchiness and relieve any of that redness as well. There are so many great ways of using peppermint oil. Help open up those airways, like I said, is one of the main ways of thinking about it. It's also really good for bug repellents too. Ants don't like it, mice don't like it, things like that. Really, really beneficial for that. Now, there are a few concerns with peppermint essential oil. You want to make sure you keep it away from children under the age of 5. You don't want it close to their faces. It can be very overstimulating for their little lungs. So, me breathing that in, it gives me that nice big burst of energy. But on little lungs, it can be a little much. So we want to keep it away from their faces. Under the age of 5. Another really good way, or another really important thing to avoid is if you are a nursing mom. It can decrease milk supply for certain women. So some women have no issues with it. It really depends on each person. At the beginning of my nursing, after my children, when I would start nursing, I would avoid it just to make sure that my milk was established. A few months in, when I knew I could pretty much feed an entire village, then I wasn't as worried about using peppermint. But I did wait, a good 6 months to a year before I would use it the way that I use it now, which is quite frequently. I would just use it sparingly when needed before that. So another really good way too is, if you're feeling hot for whatever reason, your body temperature is overheating, it is a very cooling oil. And that's why it's also really good for any kind of muscle tensions. It gives you that nice warming but cooling effect. So you want to make sure you're careful with it too, especially in the wintertime. You don't want to slather yourself with it and then go outside in the snow, because you'll really feel that coolness on you. However, in the summertime, especially if your air conditioner has broken or anything where it's very, very humid out, I live in a very humid climate, I have a roller ball that's pre-diluted, and I bring that with me, and I just kind of roll that on the back of my neck quite often, and it just kind of helps keep my body temperature down when I'm out and about in the day, out in that hot sun. So those are a few of the fantastic ways that I like to use peppermint essential oil. Stay tuned for my other parts of this series. It's going to be a great series for the top 10, like I said. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel to stay tuned for all the next videos. Have a great day. Bye.